Hey guys, Jerica from Let It Be Yoga here, and welcome back to my hive. Today we're going to go over a prop demonstration. We're going to be going over the block. There's lots of different kinds of blocks. You can get a foam block. These here are my cork blocks. They're quite heavy, so depending on what you're doing, you might want a foam block. I'm going to show you guys a few ways that we use blocks in our yoga practice. Essentially, what we use blocks for is to bring the floor up a little closer to our hands, giving us a little bit of extra height while we're building core strength. Core strength will help us move the core in and out of some postures, allowing us to hold ourselves up. So first, one way that we use blocks quite frequently are in poses like triangle pose. So we'll come to stand. Get my feet situated in triangle, front toes out. Want the block right next to the foot. Move that one. In triangle, our front knee is straight, but not locked straight. Just a slight bend. We have an angle at the back foot. So for triangle, if you don't have the core strength or the mobility to reach your arm all the way down to the floor while keeping a long spine, the block is here to bring the floor up a little bit higher. You can rest your hand on the block. It's also good if you're coming into side angle pose. Another way we use the blocks is in balancing poses. Again, to bring the floor up a little bit higher, helping as we build some core strength. So one that I like to use it for is we're coming into a half moon pose. Half moon is a balancing pose. Normally, if you have the space, the hand comes all the way down to the mat. If your hand doesn't reach or your core is not strong enough to hold you here, you grab the block and place that under the hand and lift up. Another balancing pose that we like to use it for, again, because we're working on core strength here, is Warrior 3. Warrior 3 is, again, another balancing pose. So normal Warrior 3, you're going to stand on the one leg and bring the opposite leg straight up from the hips, keeping your hips level with the mat. Now, if you can't hold yourself here, the blocks are here to go underneath the hands. It allows you to keep your spine nice and level while you're working on that core strength. And the core strength provides stability for the spine, which is so important. Show you one more way that we use blocks. That's for some arm balances. We'll come to the side of the mat. And again, we're lifting the floor up, creating a little bit more height. So we can take the blocks slightly behind our hips. Place our hands on the blocks, fingers pointing forward, and we'll come into reverse tabletop. So inhale, you can lift the hips up, and we're in reverse tabletop. Easy enough. But something that's a little more difficult to do on the mat is to pike the hips through the hands. So you can engage your core from here. It's a little bit easier to pull the hips straight back. A little harder to do if you don't have that height. So I'll show you that one more time. We press into the blocks and shift the hips all the way back. Release, come back down to the mat. Now you heard me mention there's other kinds of blocks. I'll do another video about the kinds of blocks. But for now, this is just how we use them. There's many, many other ways that you can use these props. But for now, that's all I got for you. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're looking for full-length classes, head on over to my website, letitbeyoga.com. Have a great day. Namaste.